Hello and welcome to Success Formulas.
18 signs you are more attractive than you realize. It is not uncommon for people to underestimate their own charm and appeal. But what if we told you that there are certain signs and behaviors that can indicate how attractive you are? If you are wondering what these signs are, check out our selection of signs you are more attractive than you realize. Number 1. People pay attention when you speak. If you notice that others are paying attention to what you are saying, it is a sign that they are drawn to you, and as a result, are more invested in what you have to say. This can occur in both personal and professional interactions. People love it when someone is confident, and if you are consistently the center of attention, it is a sign that they are drawn to something about you that they find appealing. Number 2. People appear to be nervous or act differently in your presence. When we feel nervous or self-conscious, we act differently around other people. If you notice that others behave differently around you, it may be because they find you attractive. Some people may try to hide it, while others may not be able to control it. This can manifest in various ways, such as fidgeting, blushing, or avoiding eye contact. If you notice that someone is acting like this, it is a strong indication that they find you attractive. Number 3. When people look at you, their eyebrows raise. We all have subconscious reactions when we find someone attractive. One such reaction is raising eyebrows when we look at someone that we find attractive. This doesn't mean that people maintain a surprised expression throughout the interaction. It only happens for a moment, maybe a few seconds. In the psychology of body language, raising eyebrows is often considered a sign of interest. So, if someone raises their eyebrows when they see you, it is likely that you are attractive. Number 4. You are open-minded. If you are open to new adventures, it can be a sign of your attractive personality. Being open-minded means being receptive to different perspectives and making those around you feel heard and validated. This quality makes you attractive, both intellectually and emotionally. You may not think much of it, but having an open mind is one of the most desirable traits a person can possess. Your openness to try new things shows that you are receptive, which is more attractive compared to someone who may be more rigid in their approach. So, by being flexible and open-minded, you can be more attractive than you realize. Number 5. Your inbox on social media is flooded with messages. If you use social media, you might have an increased number of direct messages. Contrary to popular belief, this isn't always a sign that people want something from you. In many cases, people send direct messages simply because they find you attractive and want to get to know you better. Of course, not all online attention is genuine or valuable, but that doesn't make it less significant. So, if you're constantly receiving many messages in your inbox, it's possible that you are more attractive than you perceive. Number 6. You catch people gaze at you. If strangers often stare at you, it may be a sign that they find you attractive and cannot help but gaze at you. When you catch them staring, they may feel embarrassed or nervous, but you are all they can think about. The reason we stare at beautiful people is simple. Our brain is drawn to attractive things, especially faces. Staring at stunning sights and art gives us pleasure, but there's an even stronger reaction when it comes to attractive faces. So, if you are frequently being the center of attention, it's possible that you have a level of physical appeal that you are not aware of. Number 7. Others have strong feelings about you. It can be confusing when some people are very friendly towards you, while others are not. Not everyone can interact with an attractive person without feeling insecure. A person who is comfortable with themselves will be friendly towards you. However, someone who is not comfortable with themselves will see your attractiveness as a threat, which can lead to rude behavior. This behavior is not your fault, and you should not take it personally. So, if people have strong feelings, it can be a sign that you are more attractive than you realize. Number 8. You are reliable. Being reliable is a desirable trait that makes you more attractive than you might realize. People are drawn to those who can be trusted and to whom they can rely in times of need. If people think you are reliable, it can help establish stronger relationships and make you more attractive. Your reliability reflects your character and shows others that you are trustworthy. By being reliable, you are not only making yourself more attractive, but you are also building a foundation for lasting relationships. Number 9. You have numerous dating opportunities. If you find yourself constantly having people express interest in going on a date with you, it could be a sign that you are more attractive than you realize. Dating invitations are a good indicator of someone's attractiveness, as people are more likely to ask someone out if they find them appealing. Whether it's through social media, in person, or through mutual friends, if you're receiving a lot of dating invitations, it's a clear sign that people find you attractive. So, don't be surprised if you are asked out by numerous people at once. This is how you know that you are attractive. Number 10. People tend to smile when they see you. When people see you and smile, it is a sign that they feel comfortable around you. This means they find you attractive. Smiling is often a subconscious response to someone we find appealing, and research has shown that we can't help but smile in response to someone we find attractive. Also, a smile can be a sign of friendliness and help in communication. So, if people are frequently smiling at you, it is a good sign that they want to interact with you. Number 11. Others are willing to help you. Have others offered themselves to carry your bags, give you directions, or do you a favor? If people make an extra effort to assist you, it can be a sign that they are attracted to you. This goes for both men and women, who may go out of their way to help you because of your good looks. People tend to unconsciously be more generous to those they find attractive. So, they will do everything in their power to help you just because they are attracted to you. Number 12. People appear not to mind when you interrupt them. Did you ever interrupt someone while they were talking and they didn't seem to mind? Well, that could be a sign that you are more attractive than you realize. This phenomenon is called the halo effect. Observing attractive things, like scenic views or natural beauty, can help ease our minds and bring a sense of peace. So, if someone is calm simply by looking at you, even if they're upset about something else, it could be another indicator of attractiveness, even if you don't realize it. Number 13. People like talking to you. If you constantly find people approaching you to start a conversation, it is a sign that you possess charisma. People are often attracted to those who make them feel good. Research shows that attractive people tend to attract more attention in social settings. So, even if you aren't actively seeking out conversation, others will happily engage with you. If you find yourself constantly surrounded by chatty companions at social gatherings, then it's a clear sign that you are more attractive than you believe. Number 14. Your relationships seem to be effortless. There is a common belief that attractive people have a more advantageous life, and this is often reflected in their relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who are attractive, making it easier for them to form relationships of all kinds, including friendships, romantic, or business relationships. If you find that people are drawn to you and seek your company, it is an indication that you are more attractive than you may think. Number 15. Babies like you. Babies are often seen as an example of innocence, and they can catch subtle emotions. If you find that babies are naturally drawn to you, it's a clear sign that you're more attractive than you may realize. Babies are naturally curious and tend to approach people who are warm and have friendly energy. They are also excellent judges of character and can sense if someone is kind and trustworthy. If babies are drawn to you and want to be near you, it's a good sign that you have a magnetic personality that makes you attractive. Number 16. You rarely receive compliments when you anticipate them. Are you feeling strange because you rarely receive compliments when you expect them? If so, you're not alone. Many people have experienced this, but the number of compliments you receive doesn't always equate to your level of attractiveness. In fact, sometimes it can be a sign that you are even more attractive than you realize. When we see a naturally gorgeous person, we often assume they already know their worth and don't feel the need to compliment them. As a result, we give them fewer compliments. That means that their beauty is so obvious that we don't feel the need to comment on it. Number 18. When you compare photos of yourself from months ago to now, you feel that you looked better back then. Have you ever come across an old photo on your social media and been pleasantly surprised by your appearance? You might think to yourself, I don't look that bad after all. But then turn to scrutinize a more recent photo. One study shows that with time, people tend to view themselves more objectively. This could be because with time, the harsh self-judgments made at the time the photo was taken become less significant. So, compare a photo from a few months ago with the current photo and see if you're less critical of the older photo. Taking time between when the photo was taken and when you judge your appearance can make you a better judge of how attractive you are to others. Have you noticed any of these signs? Did they help you to see you are more attractive than you realize? Let us know in the comment section. We love reading your comments. Before you leave, our team will be very happy if you can give this video a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you for watching and see you in our next video.